Really, Nintendo? Only, only Nintendo could do something like this. I, I might have to go on the rant. 'Cause this is unbelievable. Nintendo keeps fucking over their fan base. Just like spit in the face, like you ask for something and they do the whole opposite. And this is what they had to show for it. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X here, and I'm back with another video. It's extremely hot and stuff like that, but I had to turn on the ring light for this. I just got done doing my update video and stuff like that, thinking that no news was going to drop, but Nintendo said, punching me in the face and was like, hold on, we have some news for you. So, Sony just dropped their State of Play. They just announced the State of Play event and stuff like that. I covered it in my last video and stuff like that. I will be doing my reactions to it. You know, the whole 9 yards. And, you know, I will be getting my purchase. I don't know too much, no expectations for it and stuff like that. But we'll see. But today, right now, Nintendo just release a new version of the Switch, and it sucks ass. It is bad. It is disappointing. It's disrespectful to the fans that have been waiting for an upgrade. But so they just dropped a trailer for their Switch OLED and stuff like that. I gotta get my thoughts about it. I might go on the rant. Who knows where this video might go, because I got some strong words and stuff like that. And for this company, this right here just shows me that they're out of touch. They're so out of touch. They have tunnel vision and stuff. Sony and Microsoft are cruising up the hill and stuff like that, and they're on the opposite side of the road, go with blind and just going like, you know, just speeding the other direction, stuff like that. So out of touch, and just proves and stuff like that. And to anybody who's hyped about this, come on now. Like, we got to stop giving companies like this a pass and stuff like that, you know. And I love Nintendo, stuff like that, but they're just, I don't know. But if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure this video out, could up channel out so much. And let's just get straight into it. So, Nintendo, these bastards just announced the Switch OLED. So it's a new version of the Switch with no upgrades. But I'm gonna run over the features and then I'll get my thoughts about it. So, starting off, it's gonna have a 7-inch pause, 720p OLED screen. A 720p OLED. Now, hold on. I'll get in the past. I just got an OLED TV, 4K, beautiful. Love OLED displays and stuff like that, because of course, I had like a backlight TV and stuff like that, like an LED TV and stuff. I'll never go back and stuff like that. OLED screens are beautiful. The displays, anything above OLED, true colors, inky blacks, true and stuff like that. Okay, you got me. But putting it on an old piece of hardware, that's where you lose me. And it's gonna be 720p. That's not even that's sub HD. That's not even 1080p. So in handheld mode, it's gonna be 720p. In 2021, when we had the PS5, when we had Microsoft 4K, people on PCs doing 8K.
Nintendo, it is 2021. Did you forget what year you are in?
We're not in the early 2000s no more. This is not the GameCube era. This is not the Wii era no more. Where's 4K? And it's not. I'm gonna get into that and stuff like that. I'm gonna hold in my thing, stuff like that. So first thing, 720p, 7-inch. So it does have a bigger screen than the regular one, and it has an OLED screen. OLED screen, cool and stuff like that. But okay, then it's gonna have an upgrade from the original Switch. Look at my Switch right here. Do you see the dust on this thing? Yes, I do have a Switch. So I'm not just, oh, he just hating and stuff like that. No, I do have it. And I'm upset and stuff like that because I wanted a new model. I wanted an upgrade. This is not an upgrade. This is like a half-ass baked cookie. It's like when you bake. It's like when you don't know how to cook and you bake a cookie in the oven and you say thing is done and it's still doughy in the middle or inside. Yeah, this is cookie cutter shit. This is what that is. It's cookie cutter bullshit. Okay, but moving on. So it's gonna have 64 gigabytes of storage. That can only fit like 2 games, maybe even 1. And the original Switch had 32. So you telling me you couldn't make that? You tell me you couldn't make that 1 terabyte? 64 gigs? Hell, how about even 100 gigs? 32 gigs to 64 gig. Come on now. Anyway, and stuff like that. So you're gonna have a tiny storage, storage upgrade and stuff, or whatever, stuff like that. Then they're gonna add a wired LAN port. So we all know the Switch doesn't have a LAN thing and stuff like that. You have to buy like a separate cable in the dock and stuff like that. But guess what? The Switch OLED dock is gonna have one built in already. That should have been built in with the regular Switch. Come on, man. In 2021. Who doesn't have a LAN support cable? PS5 had one built in. Microsoft had built one. The PS4 had one built in. The Xbox One had one built in. The Switch? No. You had to buy an adapter for the dock. So instead of using Wi-Fi, you use wired. Now they have one built into the dock. Anyway, and stuff like that. That is just disappointing. Something that should have been there, stuff like that. A lackluster feature and stuff like that. It's like they said, oh, well, people could be complaining, but your online is trash. Friends have social security codes for friends. You can't message your friends and stuff like that, which is a huge part. There's no party chat. So many features are missing, and you just put the bare bone. Moving on, it's gonna have an improved kickstand. Okay, and stuff like that. Now, I admit the Switch kickstand and stuff like that it's trash and stuff like that. If you wanna, put it on the angle, stuff like that, it's unstable, stuff like that. But now it's bigger and stuff like that. I'll give you credit for that and stuff like that. So now you can sit up, play a game and stuff like that, on so forth. Now here is where I get really pissed off. This is where I get a bad taste in my mouth. This is where I see this that they did the bare minimum. So when you're not using this in handheld, right? And you put in dock. So let's say you have a 4K TV, a 4K OLED TV, right? The dock resolution is still 1080p. Are you fucking kidding me, Nintendo? Nint- Nintendo, hello? Anybody home? 1080p? I get it for the handheld, and so when you doing handheld, but when you dock it to your TV, and so that shit should be 4K. Now, this is I say this again. They're so out of touch and stuff like that because the standards of gaming has changed. People have grew up. People were in those eras like I was have grew up. We expect more features. We expect upgrades and stuff like that. As we get older and as technology advances and game and stuff like that, we expect more. And for Nintendo, just to do the bare minimum, it's like this. And the Switch Pro was rumored for like a year and stuff or more. People were speculation. It's gonna be 4K. It's gonna have a new chipset. It's gonna be faster, load times and stuff like that. People were going crazy because they want Nintendo. They want it, but you won't give it to them. You'll give a shit like this. Little tweaks, but nothing has changed. Same performance, same weak ass hardware. And you would think a next generation of consoles instead of the PS5, PS5, it would wait to say, hey, we have to get on board. But this thing is not even strong enough than that base PS4. Anyway, so moving on from that, just really just 1080p when you're looking for your TV. Come on now, and stuff like that. Until it makes all this money and stuff like that, it says it's gonna have a enhanced audio, okay, and stuff like that. I guess and stuff like that. I don't know how it's gonna sound different from the original one, but okay. And it comes out October 8th of this year. Now, those are all the features. Here's where I stand. Nintendo has fell from grace and stuff. The Nintendo, especially all the business practices that they do, where it's like you can't use their properties and stuff like that, play a trailer, react to stuff like that without them copyrighting and striking you and stuff like that. Nintendo, to me, fucks over their fan base so hard, and their fan base is so loyal, die hard. I'm not a fanboy to none of these consoles stuff like that. I call it how it is and stuff like that. Their fans are so die hard that they will literally applaud Nintendo anything that they can do. Anything that they do. Yes. Oh my god, they can do no wrong. But this is wrong. This is bullshit. What is this? Is this an upgrade? Or just a few tweaks? But the major stuff is no improvement. It's gonna be the same as the old Switch. You might well just buy this one. And guess what? This new Switch is gonna cost $50 more, $350 for basic ass shit. No upgrades. Besides an OLED screen that is 720p. I love OLED, but come on, 720p and a tiny storage enhancement and an approved kickstand. You might as well just buy one of these. Just go ahead. This one is still $300, and Nintendo doesn't do price drops on nothing. They barely have no sales. Their games never come down in price, stuff like that, because the Nintendo. I know all companies are. I know all companies are greedy, but Nintendo takes it a step further, stuff like that. These bastards will literally drain the money out of their fan base, make them pay for every little thing at a high price. $50 for an OLED screen? More? Is it worth it? At that price, you might as well just get a PS5 and an OLED TV. games are and people want big AAA games on here, but those big games can't run on the Switch. They're like 2 generations behind. The hardware is so out of date. This was your one shot, Nintendo, and it's sad because I want to see Nintendo. I grew up on Nintendo. GameCube was literally my favorite console of theirs, besides the N64. Hell, the Wii. I don't know stuff like that, but what do you guys think about the comments down below and stuff like that? About this new Switch Pro stuff like that. They literally y'all been asking for a Switch Pro. And they said, okay, we'll give you the same Switch you have now that you have for about, what, 3+ years? Change the screen size a little bit. Bump up the little memory. Give you an OLED screen. But not a crystal clear OLED screen. A 720p one. The same resolution that this screen is now, that is when it's in handheld mode. This is 720p. You're gonna put an OLED screen on 720p screen. Good, because now those muddy textures can look crystal clear. Yay, Nintendo! Bravo. That's but what you got to date that below and stuff like that. I'm sorry about on the little rant stuff like that. I am not impressed and stuff like that. This is extremely disappointing and stuff like that. Just into my opinion, if you're happy and excited for that and stuff like that, cool and stuff, and you know, good for you and stuff like that. I will not be spending my money on this stuff like that. I wanted an upgrade, and they did a downgrade and stuff like that. There's no improvements to online, and they didn't talk about the online. There's no next gen enhancements stuff like that. No improved frame rate. No nothing that we became accustomed to. Not even an upgrade to their online where you can message friends. Nothing. Just it's the bare minimum. The bare minimum. And it's fucking trash. Nintendo, step your game up, because this is unacceptable. But people are gonna buy it. People are gonna buy it, and that's the crazy part about it. The day that we vote with our wallets and tell these companies to do better, to do more, not because we hate them, because we love them, to do better, they're gonna still keep doing the same stuff. Nintendo loves fucking over their fan base. They get enjoyment out of it. This video has been long enough and stuff like that. Just want to get my thoughts about it and stuff like that. Extremely disappointing and stuff like that. It is what it is and stuff like that. Maybe in the future they might be doing a Switch Pro or new console. Who knows and stuff like that. But I don't know. But until next time, guys, take it easy. Peace.